Look how this guy park. How you doing? So what? Huh? I didn't hear you. What am I doing? Yeah. You asked me, what am I doing? Yeah. Yeah.
Did they hire you?
I can't hear you.
Did they hire you for it?
Did they hire me for it?
Yeah.
No.
Why are you doing it?
Because I'm doing the story.
The story?
Yeah.
Regarding what?
So what?
Regarding what?
I'm doing the story.
Alright, about what?
I don't need to tell you my story.
Huh?
I don't want to tell you my story.
Okay, the reason I'm asking is you have a mask on.
Okay.
You're filming a bank. We've had a lot of issues at this bank. It actually
It's getting cold out here, man.
Huh?
It's getting cold out here.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah. Other than that, everything okay?
Yeah, what are you drinking?
My drink. What's your name, badge number?
Kyle, 229.
Who?
My first name's Kyle. My badge is 229.
Nice to meet you.
Huh?
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
You too.
You good? You might want to go talk to them.
Huh?
You might probably want to. I didn't call you.
I think it.
Oh,
As soon
somebody.
as my partner gets here, I'm gonna go talk to them.
Oh, okay. Look how you park, man. Somebody can't. You blocking?
You don't like my parking, John?
No, you blocking one, two,
I want to
three.
make sure people get front row parking. I take the back spots.
You blocking 3 parking spots,
You're
man.
worth the front spot, you know?
Yeah, I'm just taking pictures, man.
You got a YouTube channel?
What's YouTube?
You know what YouTube is?
Nah. You said you're waiting for a partner?
What's up?
You said you're waiting for your partner?
Yeah.
Alright guys, listen up. Today's documentary dives straight into the rising chaos on American streets, where some officers now weaponize suspicion instead of the law itself. What unfolds in this encounter is a brutal reminder of how quickly a simple act standing on a public sidewalk gets twisted into an alleged crime. From the very first moment, the camera captures confusion, pressure, and a strange obsession with control. Watch closely as the auditor calmly answers questions while the officer storms forward, already determined to escalate something that never even existed. This is where everything starts to crumble.
Well, what happened? You don't want to talk to these people?
No one
Your partner bigger than you?
What's up?
Your partner bigger than you?
I don't know who's coming yet. Why?
Oh, yeah, I asked you that you said you were waiting for your partner. I thought he was bigger than you. You should be able to take care of this situation. It's an easy situation here.
I don't want to leave you out here without me here.
Why not? I'm being detained.
Yeah, you're not going to leave you out here.
I'm being detained?
Yes.
For what crime?
Huh?
What crime am I being detained for?
I don't know what you're doing here.
But why am I being detained though? You detaining me, you don't know what I'm doing. That's what I'm saying. Why am I being detained?
My investigation's still on there.
Okay,
You know
but what reasonable suspicion that I committed any crime? You detaining me.
I don't know what you're doing here, and you don't want to explain it to me, so I'm going to see it.
I don't have to. I don't have to explain anything. But you detaining me.
Do you agree that what you're doing here is a little odd? Out of the ordinary, I should say.
It's a lot of things that's odd. I was riding down the street. I saw one guy walking back and forth, back and forth. I thought that was odd too.
Why didn't you call us?
Call for what? He ain't doing nothing
Got hit
wrong.
by a car. You should have called us.
He was walking on the sidewalk, just like me.
You're not doing your right as a civilian for not calling the police then.
He walking on the sidewalk. He wasn't doing nothing wrong. Just walking back and forth on the sidewalk.
You just said something's out of the ordinary, right?
It was kind of odd that he was walking back and forth.
That's our job as police, right?
Is it kind of odd for me to? Is it kind of odd for me to just stand here and take pictures?
Yeah.
It is.
Of a bank that's
You never stood
yeah.
You never stood nowhere near a bank and took pictures and anything.
With a mask on? No.
It's cold out here, man. Corona coming back, man. You know, a couple years ago, y'all probably give us a ticket from not wearing a mask. You know?
Not me.
Yeah, so you know the corona coming back is getting cold. It's like 50-some degrees. Weather changing quick. And now you detaining me for nothing. You got a business card?
No, but I got no problem writing down my name for you.
Alright, name back.
The moment the officer realizes the man is recording a bank, the energy turns sharp. Instead of examining the situation with logic, he fixates on the mask, the camera, and his own assumptions. What should have been a simple conversation becomes an interrogation fueled by insecurity and power hunger. Even as the auditor explains he's working on a story, The officer digs for explanations he's not legally entitled to. It's a classic tactic: pressure first, questions later, hoping a citizen slips up. But the auditor stands firm, refusing to surrender his rights just because someone in uniform demands it.
Badge number, call for service number. Where you guys police department at? Where you guys police department?
Where's our police department?
Yeah.
Right up the road. You want to check it out?
I'll check it out probably after I'm done with you, after you detain me. Your partner taking a long time. You know there's no emergency, so he probably stopped to get coffee first. Nobody in the bank even came out and speak to me. I was just out here taking pictures. Nobody even spoke to me. They would have came out, I would have told them what I was doing.
What is it you're doing?
Taking pictures. I'm working on the story. I told you I'm working on the story, taking pictures. I never been to this town.
Of just this location?
All over. I never been in this town. I never been to Wall Township. I never even heard of Wall Township.
So what brings you here?
So I decided to come through. I travel. I travel all around New Jersey.
Where are you from?
Upper U.S.
Upper U.S.?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Upper U.S.
Like what?
Like Upper U.S. Upper USA. So am I free to go? That's crazy. That's your partner right there? Your partner gonna look at you like, man, get back in your car and go back to work. Is he the sergeant, supervisor? We might need to get the supervisor out here too.
You want to talk to him?
Yeah. You can call him out here. Why not?
Then comes the turning point. Without a crime, without reasonable suspicion, the officer declares the man is detained. This is the moment where the misuse of authority becomes undeniable. The auditor hits back with hard questions. What crime? What suspicion? What justification? The officer offers none. He simply hides behind the phrase, "my investigation," proving he's detaining first and looking for a crime second. Even worse, when confronted about backward policing, he casually admits he's only been an officer for a week. And the sad truth is, it absolutely shows.
You just hang with him?
Am I free to go now?
No.
How you doing? How you doing, ma'am?
Good.
Can I get your name and badge number?
Patrolman Clayton.
Clayton.
Number 213.
How you doing, ma'am?
You can't complain.
It's a beautiful day.
Right?
November, still beautiful outside.
Yep.
Your officer here detained me for no reason.
Okay. What are you up to today? Anything good?
Just taking pictures, recording,
Just of anything?
anything. I never been to Wall Township, so I just came out and just took pictures. I was walking by, saw this bank started taking pictures here. I was about to keep moving, but then this guy pulled up and detained me for no reason.
So you were taking pictures?
I was taking pictures and recording.
Okay.
I was recording. Yeah, I was doing the story. I was recording people coming in and out. I was recording people using the ATM and recording the bank. Right here on the sidewalk. Never went on their property. Never went inside. Never spoke to anybody. But he came out and detained me.
So you're doing a story?
Yeah,
On what?
on the town.
On just Wall Township in general?
Mhm.
Where are you from?
Upper U.S.
Upper U.S.? Is that Houston?
I go all the way around New Jersey and just do stories.
Gotcha.
I travel around the whole New Jersey.
How long have you been in Wall?
Today.
Just today?
Maybe a couple hours, yeah. I'm just
Are you walking? Yeah?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay.
I don't like to answer too many questions.
So what did you say your name was?
I never told you.
Oh, you didn't? What is it?
I'm not giving it.
Alright, so the bank doesn't want you here. We got the sergeant coming down for you.
Okay.
Alright. They're going to fill out a notice against trespass.
Okay.
They don't want you here on the property any longer.
I don't want them on. I'm not on their property.
As backup arrives, the pressure doesn't ease, it doubles. Another officer steps in, politely at first, yet still locked in the same false premise. She tries to justify the detainment by claiming the bank doesn't want him on the property, even though he never stepped onto their land. The sidewalk, the easement, the utility poles, every sign proves his position is public. But instead of checking facts, they repeat the same baseless narrative. This is where the system shows its cracks, when officers ignore geography, ignore law, and cling to authority as their only argument.
You are.
I'm not.
This is their property.
It's a public sidewalk. Do I supposed to walk in the street?
Huh?
Do I supposed to walk in the street?
Are you supposed to?
I'm asking you, if I'm walking down the street, do I supposed to walk inside the street?
That's correct.
I'm supposed to walk in the street.
State of New Jersey, yes.
That's what you're telling me. I'm supposed to walk in the street.
Let me talk. I'll
All right, yes,
the law in New
explain,
Jersey.
and I'll talk.
Yeah, so in the state of New Jersey, you walk against traffic. Yes.
In the
If you're on a
street.
bicycle, you ride with traffic. Yeah, that's correct.
In the street.
Yeah, so if you'd like to walk that way after you leave here, you're going to walk right here in the shoulder.
You see that public utility pole?
Yeah. I see it.
You see where I'm lined up at with it?
Huh?
You see where I'm lined up at with it? So that means past that public utility pole is their property, correct? And
I don't know what you're arguing here.
I'm arguing that this is public easement here.
I'm not here to argue with you. You can argue
All right,
whatever you
well.
like in court.
Okay.
Okay.
You detaining me, you going
you're not
argue with them in court.
You're not for
You
this.
gonna argue with them in
Sure.
court. And you're gonna get a couple of complaints.
Sure.
You working backwards, man. You supposed to find a crime, look for a crime, and then detain. You don't detain and then look for a crime. That's backwards, man. How long you been in office? How long you been
I
officer?
just started. This is my first week.
It look like it's your first day.
It's my first week.
It seem like it, man.
I just started.
Seem like it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a public sidewalk right here. It's a public easement. It's supposed to be one on both sides of the street. You see, that's public easement. You see the public utility poles? You think the bank put these poles here?
1 second, sure.
You about to make your whole department look bad. How you doing, Sergeant?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm good. Name, badge number?
Surprised you haven't popped up on my shirt.
The auditor calmly exposes their contradictions, forcing them to confront their own misinformation. He points out the property line, the public right-of-way, and the exact reason those poles stand where they do. Yet the officers push forward, preparing trespass paperwork for property he never touched. When the sergeant finally shows up, you can almost feel the embarrassment ripple through the scene. Even he recognizes the auditor from online audits, and without hesitation, shifts into damage control mode. But the moment he hands over a form for a trespass warning on land the auditor never entered, the entire situation turns from confusion to absurdity.
For You page that maybe you have, I don't know.
Where?
The For You page. Usually I get a bunch of the audit, like the popular page on the TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Usually it'll pop up, you know.
Would you like to sign my form?
Nah.
Okay, I'll be right with you.
What you giving me a form for?
Just because the bank doesn't want you on the property anymore.
But I never been on the property. I told him I've never been on the property. I've never been in the property. I told him I'm standing on the sidewalk. I can't believe this guy detained me, man. I was about to hit down the target, right down the street, but until he stopped me and detained me. I'm probably head down there once.
They'll probably call, to be honest.
Oh.
Target.
No, I'm just going to
You're
target.
recording.
No, I'm just, no.
Prior to this, have you ever been to Wall Township before?
No, never. Never been out here. Never been out here. Like, these towns so small. You could be in this town, ride 3 blocks and be in a whole nother town.
Yeah.
It's so
especially
small.
on 35, so Wall, and then you get to, if you go further that south, you go to Brick.
Yeah, that's why I was a brick.
Belmar, Neptune, Asbury,
Yeah.
all that. It all kind of disperses up there a little bit. Our town's bigger if you go west, so you'll be in Wall for a while if you go that way.
Yeah, I went I think
North
2
and
weekends
south,
ago,
pretty quick.
I went to Point.
What follows is almost comedic. The officers finally loosen their stance but still desperately try to justify the initial detention. The auditor mentions he was simply planning to walk to Target, exploring the area like anyone else. Instead, he ends up educating 3 officers on public easements, First Amendment rights, and basic legal boundaries. They try again to nudge him off the sidewalk, hoping he'll comply to make their jobs easier. Yet he refuses, reminding them that public property belongs to the public, not to the police. The frustration on their faces becomes impossible to hide.
Pleasant, Belmar.
So you did Belmar already?
Yeah, I think I was in, what's that? Little Silver?
Little Silver?
Yeah, Little Silver.
That's probably
Tin Falls.
Tin Falls.
Yeah, I think all over, man.
They're close. Yeah, they get tight up there.
Yeah, they be close
Yeah.
together. Yep.
All right, sir.
I appreciate
Good, all right?
you
Stay
for
safe,
coming
man.
out, man. I appreciate you for coming out, man.
Good day.
She gonna have stripes one day. She gonna have some stripes one day.
Thunder.
I know she gonna have stripes one day.
All right, sir. Be safe, all right?
Just so
All
you
right.
know, they don't want you on the property.
Never been on the property again.
Back on the property.
I never been on it. What you mean back?
Huh?
What you mean back on the property? I never
I'll
been
give
there.
it to you. You're on the property, right?
All right. So you still need my ID?
I would love it, sure.
I know
That'd be
you would.
great. Yeah.
Y'all love ID, man. Y'all
But I
love
want
it.
to explain something to you. If I knew that I could demand your ID and you didn't give it to me, you would have already been under arrest.
You can't demand it without a crime, though.
Correct.
You know
But there
your
was
job.
suspicious
Come on. You know your
activity.
job.
I do.
I know it too.
Just to make sure you're aware, okay?
Suspicious-
I know what I'm doing.
Suspicious
If I
is
had the
nothing.
right to demand your ID, I would have placed you in arrest 45 minutes ago.
You probably would have locked me up a long time ago. You had the right.
Correct.
I'm pretty
As
sure
long
you
as we're on the
probably would
same
have.
page.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you would
All right,
have.
so have a better day.
You will
And
too.
please stay off the property so we don't get called back here for
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna stay right here.
Thank you, Chopper.
I'm gonna stay right here.
All right, sir.
All right, have a good day, ma'am. I'm gonna stay right here until you get called back.
And finally, the so-called investigation collapses entirely. The auditor notes that if the officer truly had the right to demand ID, he would have been arrested 25 minutes earlier. The sergeant even admits it. That single sentence destroys the entire narrative. And as the officers walk away, the documentary closes with a grim truth. This is what happens when power replaces training, when ego replaces law, and when accountability goes missing. These moments show why knowing your rights isn't optional, it's survival. Keep recording, keep standing strong, and keep exposing the cracks that others try to hide.